So, hidden gems. I think every anime fan has watched at least one hidden gem in their time. There are a lot of hidden gems out there for sure, and this season is no stranger to that. Ranking of Kings is an anime that I would classify as a clickbait anime, and is a show I wish I brought up in my video on the subject. You go into this anime expecting a cute adventure story about a deaf prince coming to his own and learning his place in the world. And if we minus the cute part of the story, then it is definitely that, but instead of the cute, it is extremely dark. The art style really throws you off. I was completely dumbfounded when this show switched gears. I didn't really know what to think, except that I loved it. Ranking of Kings is one of those anime that has gone completely under the radar for so many people. I don't know if it was because of the art style that threw people off, but I must say that people are missing out on one of the best anime to come out in 2021. So how would I describe Ranking of Kings? Well, firstly, it is surprising. It honestly caught me completely off guard with its story, structure, and the story in general. Secondly, it's unique. I haven't seen a story like this told in this way before, and it is honestly a breath of fresh air as it has been a wild ride the entire time. Thirdly, the suspense and the tension. The suspense is used in such a unique way that it really builds upon the tension and makes you feel like you're on the edge of your seat the entire time you're watching, which is so cool. And lastly, the animation. The animation in the series is on another level. It is Wit Studio, so it's not that surprising to see, but man, this show looks so good. It really is on another level. It's kind of hard to explain what exactly makes this series so good without getting into spoilers for this series. However, I would try my best to refrain from saying anything I shouldn't, as I want you guys to check this series out because it is honestly on another level. I recommend that everybody give this anime a chance. It has something for everyone. Good action, amazing suspense, well-written characters, and an amazing story. There isn't really anything that goes wrong with this anime. It all just works really well together, and it makes everything come together in one nice and neat package. Ranking of Kings does so much right to make it a good series, and the characters are no exception to that. All the characters are extremely well written. They're all very compelling and know exactly what role they need to play. However, there are still so many interesting character twists that you don't really expect to see when you're watching this anime, which really just helps the overall story flow nicely. The characters are all super unique and interesting and have amazing personalities. All of the characters are very likable or hateable, and there are even some characters who may turn around on your mind. The character's growth in this series is also awesome. We get to see not only Boji, the main character, grow, but all the side cast, especially his brother, and I have loved to see that as we have gone further into the series. The growth of all of the characters is very natural and really makes all of the experiences matter, making sure that none of their struggles will be forgotten, which I love a lot. The character backstories have been amazing so far. They have allowed us to see what drives these characters to do what they do, and it also shows us what made the characters who they are now. The character writing in this series has been exceptional. All of the characters have this amazing ability to grow on you as the series goes on, and if you are looking for a series with some amazing characters, then I recommend Ranking of Kings for sure. Oh man, where do I even begin when talking about the world? The world is so damn interesting, like there's so much to it despite how little we have actually seen. The world still manages to feel vast and interesting. There are a lot of different races that we get to see that really help to expand upon the world a lot more as well. There is just so much about this world that we don't know, and it is being slowly set up. The world building for the series has been very subtle, but at the same time very interesting. I keep questioning things in every single episode because there are just so many questions that they set up that I do hope they get answered. This series is a perfect example of how to set up a world and execute upon it perfectly. Honestly, if you are looking for a really interesting and fun world to explore, then the one in Ranking of Kings is 100% for you, as it really does have everything. The animation in this anime is next level. The art style may not be for everyone, but the animation is undeniably extremely good. It is exactly what you would expect to come out of Wit Studio, and that is saying something. This series is very smooth all around the board. The fights look clean and the regular talking scenes are fine. I like the way everything in the series looks. I made a video a few weeks ago about clickbait anime, and this anime falls directly into that category. It tricks you with its art style by making you think that this show is going to be some really cutesy show about a deaf prince, and well, it's not that. It's a whole lot more than that. This series is on another level and is definitely not what you would expect at all. Even me telling you guys that it's not what you expect still won't do it justice. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then you just have to check out this series for yourself, because the series does look really good, so I don't think you will hate it anyway. The The music in Ranking of Kings is really good. Everything fits the feel of the world perfectly, and the OP is another really good example of the clickbaity aspect of the show. There's nothing dark in the OP at all. In fact, it is quite the opposite. It is really upbeat and gives off that cuter atmosphere you would initially expect from this show. The music sets up scenes perfectly and is used in a way to really make you feel the right emotions during the right moments. They even know when to turn off the music to give you a darker atmosphere of a scene and really gives a good contrast to everything. I love the way the music sounds in this anime. It sounds so good and fits everything perfectly. Ranking of Kings might actually be the most underappreciated anime I've talked about on this channel. This series is on another level, and yet almost no one is talking about this series. I highly recommend that you give this series a go, as I know you will love it. I mean, it does everything you can ask for from a series, so you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't decide to watch this anime.